was given to us. Well, as mentioned, we are going to study, speak on chapter 15 of Luke. Andrew Rennie has mentioned, this is one of the beautiful chapters in the Bible. There is no chapter of the New Testament so well known and so dearly loved as the 15th chapter details about the salvation, the joy, lost, found, and rejoicing. And moreover, this chapter has a place even in the world literature. I still remember in my college university days when a drama was made centralizing on this theme, the prodigal son. So this has a place even in the world literature. And as I mentioned, lost, found, and rejoice is the theme. And in order to emphasize this point, to bring the attention of the different aspects, the Lord has given 3 parables. And all are lost, irrespective of our situation. We were lost. And needs to be reunited with the Father, and real joy starts from there. All other joy are not real joy. What is a parable? Why the Lord has used these parables? Why? What is the reason? What is the parable? The Lord wanted to ensure the listeners understand correctly or in detail correctly the point He wanted to emphasize. For this, He has used a parable. It's a short story that illustrates a moral lesson or a religious principle by a single thrust of truth. When I say like this, there are a lot of misinterpretations about the parables. Last week while I was traveling, I was talking to a pastor, and his pastor was also mentioning me how the people are misinterpreting for no reason. And he has given me an example. He has taken the example that he heard a message about the Good Samaritan, the parable of the parable of Good Samaritan. And he said, the speaker, the evangelist who was speaking, he said, the 2 coins, the 2 shekels, the 2 dinars given to the innkeeper to take care of the wounded person is representing the 2 books of the Bible, Old Testament and the New Testament. Then he started on interpreting so many things which are not understandable, which is only increasing our confusion. But the Lord used the parable with a single, He wanted to emphasize the truth, the single thrust of the truth, and not going to give details of each and every word in the parable. So this we should be understanding. The parable is used for a certain purpose and not try to interpret each and every sentence. And these situations, what is the situation? Why this message? This chapter can be divided into 4 parts. The first 2 verses, the reason why He has given the parables. Then we see the 3 parables, 3 to 7, and then 8 to 11, and then the prodigal son, the last parable, which is, we can see from here, the prodigal son is the last one. And towards the end, the 27 to 32, entirely different scenarios is bringing. It is related to the prodigal son, but he wanted to emphasize certain things there. So in this way, the 4 paragraphs, the 4 divisions we can see, the chapter can be divided. As I mentioned to you, the first 2 verses, it is the reason why He has brought this parable. What was the reason there? We can see there 2 distinct things are happening there. We can see the publicans and the sinners are coming to hear from the Lord, And at the same time, the scribes and Pharisees are trying to find some fault with him to get him killed. That is their aim. The first verse says that when a number of sinners and tax collectors are coming to hear from him. You know, the tax collectors are considered as people who are hated by all the people, especially scribes and Pharisees. They don't like, and they were surprised. Why a man who claims he's the son of God or who is such a pious man, he is interacting with these sinners? Because they don't want to give the impression that the rabbi or the teacher is interacting with the sinners. But one can see what we learn from this chapter. We see that how the company of our Lord Jesus Christ with the sinners or these tax collectors didn't make our Lord and Lord also unclean. No. Instead, the company of our Lord Jesus Christ with those type of people cleansed them. This is a lesson which I want to emphasize in the end also. Understand that our association with the sinners or such people whom the society may think, oh, they may be also get unclean. It should not happen so. The association should help them cleanse. One of our brother was giving testimony how his position in the company was viewed by others. And we all are interacting with other people in the society every day in our life. And so, the Lord Jesus Christ didn't go away from the sinners thinking, oh, if I make company with these sinners, oh, I may also get unclean. No. He knows very well his presence, his company can make changes in their lives. Youngsters, college students, all the dear ones, while we work, and we should be very careful, knowing. And I always think, some non-Christians coming to me to pray for their children and to accept. So what is the impression you are giving? The scribes and Pharisees may think, oh, this rabbi is ruining himself. This master is ruining himself. He is getting complained with all these people. But at the end we can say, those association of our Lord Jesus Christ with those people made others clean, not him made him unclean. Well, also when we see that, as I mentioned to you, these three parables, before we go into the parables, we understand all the three parables have the same message. That same message of lost, found, and rejoicing. But the backgrounds are different. And I was thinking when I was reading the second parable, all of a sudden he was talking to the people and he saw some women looking at him. Immediately he changed the parable to another parable so that the women also understand very well. But the background is different. We know this one. But in a sense, the lost sheep needing a loving shepherd. The lost coin needing to be found out by the owner who values the coin. And also the lost man who should be reunited with the Father. This is the theme. All the things are details from where we can learn lessons. But one of the things that the sheep is lost in the forest. The coin is lost in the home. And the prodigal son, the son is lost in the city. What does it mean? The Lord is telling, irrespective of where you are, it can be lost in the forest, it can be lost in the city, it can be lost in the home, it doesn't matter. Your title is, you are lost. We all, in the miracle at Bethesda pool, I heard one illustration, the way it was mentioned like this. In the banks of this Beresta, there were, it says, multitude of sick people were there all. Blind, dumb, deaf, and lame, and all types of people were there. All the time, these people may be, telling, hey, at least I have the eyes to see, but you have no eyes to see. And another one says, at least I can hear, but you don't have the ears to hear. And all these people are blaming each other. Dumb, lame people, and all. But ultimately, they all come in the same category. They are handicapped. The similar situation, whether it is the forest, or in the home, or in the city, they all would say one thing: we were lost. And another thing we can see, sheep is lost because of its ignorance. Sheep doesn't know the way. Ignorance. The coin is lost because of the carelessness of the owner. And the man is lost because of his willfulness. But all three could say one thing: we are lost. Whether it is because of ignorance, whether it is because of the carelessness, or whether it is because of the willfulness, we have only all we could say that one: we are lost. Another thing in these three parables, you see that when the percentage is increasing, when the sheep is lost, it is 1%. Out of 100, 1. And when it comes to the next parable, it is 10%. 1 coin out of the 10 coins. And when it is come to the willfulness, it is 50%. 1 out of the 2 sons. And the percentage is increasing when it comes to the willfulness. A lesson we are learning there. More than the foolishness, more than the carelessness, the willfulness is the one which is creating inside the people to go away from the Lord. So many people got all the opportunities. But the son, because of his willfulness, he has gone away from the father, from the family, and then we can see that even he is lost. This is what another thing, all could say, even the scribes and Pharisees who were blaming about the sinners and everything, they themselves should think they are also lost. They should also be found. They should be reunited with the Father. Then only the real joy will come. Now we come back to when we read the verses 3 to 7. We read like this. So he told them this parable, saying, what man among you, if he has 100 sheep and has lost one of them, does not leave the 91 in the open and go after the one which is lost until he finds it? When he has found it, he lays it in his shoulders, rejoicing, and when he comes home, he calls together his friends and neighbors, saying to them, rejoice with me, for I have found my sheep which was lost. I tell you that in the same way, there will be more joy in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 righteous persons who need no repentance. The sheep, through the ignorance, don't know whether they are lost. What happened to them, they don't know. We can think in this way. A lost sheep will never come to the shepherd and say, oh, I am sorry, I was lost. I didn't know the way, and that is why I lost. No sheep will come back and tell the shepherd. But instead, what should we do? The shepherd should go. The shepherd should look for the lost sheep. And the shepherd knows very well there are wolves nearby, predators there. There are problems there, darkness there, heat there, and maybe it is at the edge of the cliff. All the problems can come. So the shepherd must go and find out the lost sheep. A lesson we are learning. It is our responsibility to go out, to find out the lost one, encourage them, and then encourage and bring it back to the great shepherd. At least he has to inform, to bring, to let them know about the love, and the great shepherd is waiting for you to come back. Yesterday we had the outreach program. I was thinking the day before, what is our target? What is this word? Why we are doing this outreach? What is our target? Is it our target that so many people should be saved? I was thinking about it, and I found that no, it is not our target. But my target is what? To reach the unreached people. And there are people who laughed at us, and who at the same time we had seen some people they took the tracts and sitting somewhere and reading it. These are all happened. It is our responsibility, and I can tell you, as a humanly speaking, most of the shepherd may think that okay, go on. Oh, it is only one person. See, they have a progress report to show. Out of the 100 people you have given to me, I have brought back the 99 is one. Most of the surveys, in the news radio, in the newspaper, is that one. It is all emphasizing the point they wanted to emphasize. They wanted to say that it is minimal. One of the 101 lost, it's okay. But my great shepherd is not ready to be satisfied with the 99 one. He is ready to go to find out the lost one, the 100th one, and to bring back. Then only he is happy. The parable of the lost sheep emphasizes our wayward way and the Savior's love. This is one of the things we should always remember. And I don't know whether it is true or not, but it is, I heard like this, in Israel, during those days, if they find a sheep is always running away, wandering away from the box, then what they do, the shepherd will break the leg of the sheep. Because the shepherd doesn't want the sheep to be attacked by the wolves, going away. And the speaker there was teaching a lesson to me. Sometimes you may think that your hand is broken by the Lord. Maybe a reason the way you are leading your life, going away from the shepherd is too much. And some of the pain you are going through, we are going through, maybe this is maybe the reason. And the speaker there spoke, I don't know whether it is true or not, but says that one. So many graveyards are filled with the people because untimely death. The shepherd doesn't want the sheep to bring blame on the shepherd. Maybe because of so many people were taken away untimely. But I live there. But one thing I could say, the shepherd wants all the sheep to come back to him. To unite. He is ready to. He is going out, finding it. And then he comes to this next parable. And there we see that one. And as he is looking the bubble, he has come to the woman. Let's say one woman has 10 coins. And out of the 10 coins, one is lost. And also I heard that this may be the coin, because for their marriage symbol, they have a chain with the 10 coins there. If one coin is lost, it may be always bring a shame to the woman. For this reason, maybe the reason, I don't know. But one thing is there. This coin was in the home. It was in her hand. It was protected, but it is lost. How many people who have everything in the home, living in the same home, getting the messages for the same home, and they are attending the church. They may be going to different programs. and say, whether you are in the home or in the forest, you need to come back to the Father. It is completely in the sheep we can see that at least it has a life, it is foolish, it is because of foolishness or ignorance, but in coin is a dead. Nothing it can do its own. It's a dead. It shows we were dead. We couldn't do anything. But the master who knows the value of the coin, the woman who knows the value of the coin, and she was looking and found out. I have a testimony to my Lord. He found out me. Totally dead. Nothing at all respecting the word of God. How to fool my parents. All those things were my thinking. But my Lord, He found out me. The lost man, He found out and He brought back. Believers, I just want to mention one more point when we are studying the parable of coin. Do not think so and so is in the home. A very good family in a home. Or they have all the resources to know about the God or about the shepherd, good shepherd, about our Lord. Do not ignore them. So many people in the families might be going through difficult time. Their life is like dead coins. Dead coins. But that is very much needed. It doesn't matter whether they are in the Christian family and attending the church itself is a way that they are found and united with the Master. Be conscious. Then we come to the prodigal son. We can read from the verses 11 to 32. I am not reading all the verses here now, but let us learn. And more the important lesson we have heard a number of times. A number of times we heard about the prodigal son, how he was lost, and how he came back to the father, and all those things. So for this reason, I am not going to those parts, but I want to mention few things which I don't know whether you might have heard it, but I think it is something specially learned from this parable. And we know that when two sons, that is natural. And one is very disobedient, that is also natural. And also he has gone his own way, made for a decision, and all those things he did it. And we know he came back and Father received him and the joy started and all those things. I am not touching there. But there are three persons in this parable, three persons. I want to bring your attention to some of the qualities of these three persons. That is what I am aiming at. And who are the three persons? The younger son. You may call it prodigal son, but I cannot say. The younger son, the father, and the elder son. If you study the characters, you can see so many wonderful things about it. Let us first look at the younger son. What was the problem and how is he? You see, the first thing we read it, he was rebellious. The request was rebellious and impatient for father to die and to get his share. He was impatient. So many times in our life, we are impatient. We are not ready to wait for the time. And then, in order to get your things, we do all the things, even to be rebellious. And then, he was driven by the self-centered pride. What is the self-centered pride? I am grown up now. I am not a man to obey all the things of this father, this old man, always talking to me, do this, do that. No, I am grown up now. I know how to conduct my life. I know how to lead a life. I don't need your advice. This self-centered pride destroyed a number of youths. A number of youths in the life. Self-centered pride. He is not ready to understand the relationship is broken. It is more than the wealth. The heart is broken. Maybe the mother is also there. The mother's and father's hearts are broken. He was not ready to think about it. We can say in other words, he doesn't care what others in the family feel. In some of the situations I dealt with the people, I always tell them, think about your brother, think about the young sister, think about your mother, think about all the dear ones. But this rebellious young son, he is not ready to care about others. I need my things. This I am telling you in so many things when the marriage day comes, the wedding comes, and certain occasions. I heard this so many times. This is my marriage. I wanted to do it in the way I want it. I don't care if it hurts my father. I don't care if it hurts my mother. I don't care if it hurts my siblings. It doesn't matter. This is mine. This is his problem. He was so rebellious, self-centered, and he was not ready to care about others. He was ungrateful. A son who was been, let me think of it this way, maybe 20 years or 25 years, he should have thought, how I am taken care by my parents. In this Mother's Day, I will say that each son and daughter will look at the mother and will say, Mom, I am proud of you. I am proud of your sacrifice, your love, your constant love. You were a teacher to me. You were a guide to me. You were a therapist to me. You were everything to me. After all, you are the best friend to me all this time. And say that one, I am so thankful, mother. I am so thankful, mom. But this boy, this man, was not grateful to the parents. Also, we can see he demands privilege. The custom in the society, I am grown up, I should get my own. He was not ready to be in partnership with his father. And he wants the privilege without the responsibility. He doesn't know the responsibility. So many people taking the things into their own hand. They know, I know. I don't have time to explain this various examples like comes that one. I know how to take care of my marriage. Don't worry about it. And after some time we say that one is disaster. I don't want to bring examples in the life. Because privilege we need. We all like to have the privilege. We like to have a car. But we should be responsible to maintain the car. We should be responsible for the things we are asking. But human tendency is we need privileges but no responsibility. Ultimately, refuse to share in the partnership with the father and the brother. This is what the picture I got about the elder son. Now look at the older son. Now look at the older son. What do you think from up to this? We didn't go to the next part. Up to this, what you learn about the older son? I will say that this older son knows the entire story. Because he is living with the younger brother in the family and he knows everything going on. He was hearing all the days his son is rebellious to the father. And he is asking the demand. And one of the most easiest and the strong communication between the siblings. This is my experience in my family. As the siblings, they have the very easy and the strongest communication, even better than with the parents. But this young man, this older man, and he knows the entire story, and I am not seeing one time he is interfering. He is silent. He says, let him do what he wants. Let him do what he wants. I suggested this way, if I was there, I would like to have been a mediator between them. And tell the brother, what you are asking is too much. Don't do that. He should have been a good mediator there. But he didn't do it. And I add this sentence, it may be my own addition. I say the silence was because of his selfishness. He might be thinking, let him go. Then I will be the whole and soul of this family. Everything comes to me. Maybe one reason is the silence is because of selfishness. Even at the departure, he was silent. Believers, I want to ask you, how many times you were silent? When you know that things are not happening good in your family, in your church, in your situations, where you think you can be an influence, you can be a mediator, you can reconcile both of them. The time you have to show love, you should show the love. Last night it was a very difficult night for us. The reason was, we came to know that Happy and the family, they are going through some difficult time, and there were so many things happening there. And promise, she wants to go there. And it is difficult because the son's school and everything to go with the family. And she said, even if I want to go alone, I will go. And she was catching a flight. 3 or 4 flights. We are all the night, we are checking, because if the flight to Delhi is late, it was late, and if she cannot catch the flight from Delhi to Calcutta, she will be stranded. And I was calling certain people also to ready if any help needed. And we flight tracker and everything went. She was late. And she has returned now. And so tense for us. But she has returned. It is God's amazing grace that we got into the flight from Calcutta and the 2 flights. But the reason I am telling is that what is the force behind her sacrificial going there? It's the love of the brother, of the sister. This is what you are meant to do. The older son should not have kept silent. Even at the departure, I am sure I'm thinking in this way. Father and mother might have gone inside the room, breaking their hearts. They cannot accept it. And the brother should have done. Believers, do the things what you are supposed to do it. Now comes the third person, the father. In normal response about the father, what should have been done? You read Deuteronomy chapter 21, verses 18 to 22. I will tell you the content. It says, Moses told them, in a family where the son is becoming disobedient, stubborn, and not obeying the words of father, he should be brought to the people, to the elders of the community, and the father should say, this son is always disobeying me, and he is stubborn, he is not accepting my need, whatever I am telling, and then you must read it. I was so frightened to read the next verses. You read it. Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 18 onwards, you read it. Then the elders declare these are disobedient, and all the people will gather together and stone him to death. That should have been a normal response by this father. But he didn't take that road. He grants freedom even to turn away from him. What a wonderful picture of the Father. He didn't take him to the society. He said, son, you want to go? Take your whatever your child. And he has given the freedom even to turn away from him. God grants us freedom even to reject his love. Yesterday in the street again, I was thinking this world is thinking better. They want to reject his love. God grants the freedom even to reject his love. And the image of this Father is the image of our God, the Father, the love. From our sofa, we from the 3 persons. What did you study? What did you learn? What you wanted to take into your home? I will say like this. We know the younger son by what he asked. Mind it. We know the character of the younger son by what he asked. We know the father what he has done. Instead of taking to the place to be killed, but he has shown the love. That is what we read. See, we know the older son by what he didn't do. Who are sitting here, we all come in one of these categories. We know the younger son by what he asked. We know the older son by what he didn't do it, but he was supposed to do it. And the father is love. Now comes the return. Now the return, if you read it quickly, you may think that when the return was when everything is gone away from him and he lost everything and then he repented. No, I don't believe so. Because you see that when the determination for return was because of hunger. He was thinking everything is gone from me, no money with me and nothing with me. And again I wanted to bring you the tradition there. Now the tradition in those days in the Jewish family, they call it that one. There is a sacrifice, they call it that one ceremony, they call Kasasa ceremony. You know what is Kasasa ceremony? When a person spoils or lost all the things he was supposed to get it and he lost it with the Gentiles, when he come back, he will be brought again to the village, the community, and the elders and everybody, and a clay pot is taken, and clay pot will be broken, and then they declare, until this man gives back, bring back all the money he lost, and all the money he has taken from his parents, and thrown away with the Gentiles, until he is back with all this money, he is outcasted, cut off. This is the Kasasa ceremony there. In this background, he knows very well. So he lost everything, and famine came, and he was eating the worst thing that you can do it, and there he thought, I will go back. I will go back. I didn't say that when I will repent of it. And you see that sentence, very bare. There is one sentence there, and what actually happened, there is one sentence in the city. He said, I will go back. I will go to my father, and I will tell my father, Father, I am not eligible to be called as thy son. And I sinned. But he said one sentence more there. The regation of his statement, he regaged in such a way that he said, Father, keep me as one of your neighbor. What was in his mind? I will work for a few years for my father. I will collect the money, and I will pay off all the money I lost, and then I will become a free man again. This is what when I studied this paragraph very clearly, I understood. And then he returned. Then the real thing happened. So when with the regaged answer, the regaged statement, he couldn't say. And when he went back, we see at the far distance the father had seen him. And I believe in this way, the father might be at least 45 with all these things happening. So at the age of 45, the father who had seen him at the very far ran away as an athlete. Running. And then he sees his son and he embraced him, giving kisses. And with all the joy, all the love he has shown. This time, the son realized it is not the money that is lost is the problem. It is the heart which is broken is the problem. The tremendous love of the Father has changed, made his heart to repent. And he decided, I don't care about the money. That is not there. You see that in the last sentence, he didn't say there. The regaged statement, he forgot it. And he said, Father, I have sinned against you. I am no more eligible to be called son. That's it. He doesn't ask him to be hired as a servant. The heart is really broken. Seeing the love. I still remember in my Sunday school classes when one story was given to me. You know, a son running away from the home, and after 2 years he wanted to come back, and then he thought about it. Will my father accept me or not? And he has written to me, my father, you know, there is a girl, they really wrote there is a girl, and he said, Father, if you accept me, I want to see a white flag in the tree in front of my house, and then I will get down to the next station and I will come back. And he was looking, as he was coming, looking, and he had seen the tree with full of white flags. The love of this father has changed this son, this heart. And there we see that when the father is not asking anything to him. He is telling, my son, you came back. I am so happy. And this love changed, broke his heart, and he really repented. Three minutes. Let us finish the last paragraph. 25 to 32. There we see now the elder son is becoming our focus. The eldest son would have found out that when my father accepted him, my father was reconciled with him, and then he has all the issues and all those things. I have no time to give an explanation, but there are good lessons to learn. I will say that when this older son is did more wrong things, more disobedient than the younger son. Because he was all this time with the father. He knows his father more. But the time has come. I am sure. This father who has ran so far to embrace his son might be every day telling in the home, I lost my son. I want to see him. Oh, I lost my son. If you and me were there, would say that one, my brother, if you come here, you don't get so happy. I cannot see my father crying, my mother crying. Our heart is broken. Please come. And with all this hearing, when he heard he has come, he should have been rejoiced. But he had seen there. He is not ready to come inside. He is not ready to come inside and enjoy and to celebrate. And then, you see there, in the Eastern customs, when we are invited by the Arab guests, normally, they will be with us all the time. A feast is running there, father is celebrating, the host is celebrating the feast, And according to the custom, the elder son should be the chief waiter there, so shaking hands with everybody and loving. He didn't come inside. And then the father has a thinking, he heard that one, my elder son is not so happy. He might be thinking, this is thinking in his mind, should I go outside and see my son, or should I stay with the guest? He accepted the humiliation to be outside rather than celebrating with the guest, and he went outside. Father's love. And he called the younger son. The similar thing we can see that one. This father could have thought it, he is more disobedient. I don't have to go. Let him repent and come. Let him repent and come. But this father, you read that verses, I don't have time. He says, son, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? Come inside. And come inside. When he says come inside, he has so many things he can say that one. And he says that one. And he the older son's statement, it is look like a master and slave, master and servant relationship. He says, I work for you. All these years, I was working for you. Everything I was doing. And what did you give? You didn't even give me a goat. He was not ready to accept the beautiful relationship of son and father, but he wanted to be in the relationship of master and servant. Anyways, so many times in our lives, we always like to have the master and servant relationship rather than son and father relationship with our God. That is a beautiful relationship. But we try to, Lord, I did all those things. What is the reward I got? What did you give me? Being the Son itself is so. My time is over, so I have to stop here. But let us learn this lesson. The beautiful lessons. The Father, we know the Father by what he has done. We know the younger son by what he has asked. And also, we love this younger son because seeing the love of the Father, he repented himself and came back to the Father. And also the older son, who is not ready to accept him, who didn't do what he was supposed to do. Let me ask you this way, are we ready to do what we are supposed to do? If you have the opportunity, do it. Don't wait for it. Don't be a spectator, but a doer. Let me close here. Before praying, can we sing one thing? Yeah, ask him. Let us sing. Let us all stand up and sing. Come home, come home, come home. This song. We all together.
Number 478, softly and tenderly, Jesus.